Welcome back to the 2026 Marshall County Media Day here for soccer. We're here with the Arab boys team. So with that, Coach, we're going to turn it over to you, let you give us a little introduction, introduce the players you got with us, and give us a little introduction to your team, and then we'll turn it over to the media.
I've got Christian Price. He's a senior this year. Landon Pitt. He's a junior, but he was chosen as the team captain. And I'll let them go into a little bit more.
Yeah, so I'm Christian Price. I'm a center back, and I've been playing since 8th grade, and honestly, been probably the funnest sport I've done.
My name's Landon Pitt. I've been playing soccer my whole life. I've played club the past 2 years. I'm a striker and a center mid, and it's what I look forward to every year.
Real quick, I want to brag on Christian this morning. We were lucky he was able to make it today because he had the state track tournament this morning, and he got second place in the state on the high jump. So,
Thank you.
All right. Spring sports is unique in that where it falls on the calendar of, it's kind of a long off season. Plus, you got the starting of school and have to share a lot of athletes with sports coming in. Just kind of talk about your off season and how you've kind of added soccer into that, and what you've been doing in the off season for everybody, for the team, and for you two individually.
We've done a little bit of conditioning. Most of the guys do other sports or they do club ball, so it's rare to get even a majority of them at a practice. But we try to get as much in before the season actually starts because, as soon as the season starts is when it starts pouring down rain every day. So we don't really get that much practice after it starts.
Yeah, so I play football. I do indoor track, outdoor track, and soccer. So pretty much, I'm never really not conditioned, to be honest. But with soccer, to be honest, this sounds bad, but all last week I didn't go to a single practice because I had state coming up. But I think even doing all those sports, I think it really just helps with just being a better athlete overall.
So for my off season, I do football and club soccer during the fall. So I'm constantly getting touches with the soccer ball, and even during the winter, me and a couple of my teammates will go to our city fields and shoot around and pass. So we stay pretty busy in the off season.
Kind of talk about it's kind of been interesting to me how people have brought up the use of video and using YouTube and using videos and stuff like that. And are you looking at yourself sometimes on video, or do you use that as like seeing drills or passing around drills or using anything like that?
Me personally, I think that I take full advantage of technology. I'll upload our entire games to ChatGPT. There's so many resources out there that can help, hone in on drills that are specifically going to help the team. And a lot of my drills are from Facebook Reels. There's so many out there. I don't see any reason not to take advantage of them. I know when I was a player, we had our practice sessions with the school or with our club coach, but then I would go home and learn most of the moves on YouTube. So,
Yeah. What about you guys?
So honestly, I normally just watch myself, or if I'm not watching myself, I'll see stuff on TikTok, and then I really just try to train whatever I see on TikTok and see if it works and try to get better from that.
So I watch our huddle film, and I focus more on our team as a whole than my individual performances. Watching where we attack, how we defend, and I like seeing what I can help improve on our whole team. And that's pretty much all I do with technology is just watch film.
Talk about your schedule coming up. Any individual teams that you're looking forward to playing? Of course, you got the area teams that you're going to play, but you got the Foley tournament that you're going to start off with. That I heard that you're going to start the season off. Any teams that are standing out that you've got circled already?
These guys aren't going to admit it because they don't want to give them the credit, but it's always Gunnersville. What Gunnersville's done the past few years, and boys soccer and girls soccer has been incredible, and it's something that we want to be like. We want to be competitive with them every year, and we've got to find. I think for my team, it's going to be finding consistency. So because these guys, they will go out there last year, and I hope it's different this year. But last year they would go out there and they would play teams that were mercy ruling everybody, and they would play them really good games, really good close games, and then they'd go play a team that got mercy ruled by everybody, and they'd play them a good game. So it's like we've got to figure out how to not play the level of every single team we play and establish ourselves. So
Yeah, so I'm gonna be honest. Gunnersville's always a really big game for us, but I'm not even looking forward to that game. I'm looking forward to Scottsboro because there was a bunch of beef that happened last year, and I want to go back over it.
I play club with a bunch of people from Gunnersville, so it's always fun seeing them and playing against them. And Scottsboro, too. It's just, I think we play our best games against those teams every year, so that's why I look forward to those games.
All right, I gotta have a little bit of context about the Scottsboro. I saw a smile when he brought it up, and Coach.
you want context from me, the coach? There were parents yelling at players last year, and I'm not sure which side. It's hard to tell from the coach's side who's yelling what, but the referee in the area game made all of the parents leave the stadium to finish the game. So we played the rest of the area game in an empty stadium. So it was, and when we walked out the gate, there were police cars out there, between us and the bus. So it was interesting. I don't think there's any, bad blood between the teams. Like
Yeah.
most of the guys know each other. It's usually 9 times out of 10 when something like that happens, it started in the stands.
Well, talk about your fans. Arab is always kind of known for all their sports of having a lot of good support for all the sports, and just kind of talk about that for soccer because even the tennis guys were wanting some of the Spirit guys to come out and take the shirts off and get a little bit rowdy for the tennis.
Yeah, it's a problem, and we're working on it.
But
We've got some parents like his dad that's in the crowd it's always supportive, but you will hear him anywhere on the field. You'll hear him.
Well, just talk about your goals for the season. Of course, we know you got a tough area, but what are your expectations?
I want to make the playoffs. I haven't got to coach a team that made the playoffs yet, and I want to see these guys do it. And I think this is probably technically one of the best teams I've coached at Arab, and it's a young team. Like we've only got 3 seniors this year, but the juniors have stepped up. Like Landon here is a junior, and they've stepped up. Is it? Can I keep leaning forward? All right. But I'd like to see them, make the playoffs, and I'm sure they have their own individual goals.
Yeah, we'll talk about leadership. Being chosen to be here is a pretty big deal, I think. So just for you two guys, what do you want to? What do you want this season to be known for you as a leader?
So for me, it's really a privilege being a leader because I like showing how to play selflessly, and that's what I think our team really needs is to play selfless and simple. And so that's kind of my goal is to show that it's not just a one-man army, but the team has played together. And that's kind of like why I like being a leader.
Yeah, for me, I'm gonna be honest. I think our team needs like a lot of confidence because, in my opinion, for me, I think we can win every single game every year I've played. But a lot of the kids, they just don't think that we can do it. So I just want to show, if you have confidence, you can actually do what you say and what you think.
We've got 2 completely different types of leaders in these guys. You've got Landon is going to be the first to practice. He's going to be the last one to leave. He's coming to me constantly asking, can we do this drill? Coach, I think we need to change this. And then you got guys like Christian who shows it on the field. During a game, during a match, everybody looks to him. He carries an intensity that nobody else on the team carries. And to me, it's important to have every different type of leadership on the team.
What about some other players that are not here for, this is for all three of you, that have really, that you think can really step up this season or have really stood out in the offseason or maybe in club?
Like some other standout players that have,
Yeah.
I think we've got a lot that have put in work. Every time I pass by the soccer fields this summer, I've got two boys, Giovanni Mora and Aiden Lorenz. They were up there every single day. And, Graham, I wanted Graham to come tonight. He's a junior. He's put in a lot of work. Like I said, I'm impressed with the whole junior class because they realize that this senior class is smaller and that they have to step up this season and kind of fill that role.
I think a big standout on our team is our keeper, Matthew Loden. He is one of the most talented players I've ever seen play. Like, he is technically just insane at soccer. He can play the field. He can play goal. He can play any position. It doesn't matter. He can do it all.
Yeah, so I have two. One would be Graham. Even during football season, he's like, bro, I can't wait for soccer. I can't wait for soccer. But another one, although I butt heads with him every single day, Aiden Lorenz. He has put in so much work. I can really tell, like, he's just all overall become like a better player.
Hey there. Coach, you said that this team is technically one of the best that you've coached. Do you want to talk a little bit more about what some of the strengths that you guys have are and maybe things that you've yet to strengthen that you want to work on this season?
I do. Whenever I talk to another coach that's coached against an AREP team in the past, they always say, AREP is gritty, they're tough, they're aggressive, but we lack technical abilities. A lot of us, I don't know if they just don't grow up with soccer as much as other schools do, or if they don't play as much in the off time. But I think the past 2 years, especially with the younger guys that are coming in, I've seen more technical abilities in the younger kids, and then even the older kids. This will be the first. This is the first group of seniors that I've coached from 7th grade up until their senior year. So it's like, to me, that's special. But the level of, ball control, how well they pass, their vision, I think this team is by far the best one that I've seen AREP put together.
And what's a team mentality that you're taking into the season?
Hopefully consistency.
And I believe it was Landon is team captain this year. Do you want to talk a little bit about your position, your role, and kind of what's your favorite part about it, and what do you like so much about getting to shepherd your fellow teammates?
So for me, it just means showing them that you can play soccer simply and it'll just work. You don't have to be the best. You don't have to always beat someone one-on-one, hit an insane shot. Like, you can just play simple soccer and it'll work. And I really hope that that's what we'll do this year. And so I'm glad I get to be the one to help them focus on playing soccer like that, not how Arab traditionally has played.
And what do you think are some big improvements that you yourselves have made or that you've seen your teammates make over the off season that you plan to bring in?
I think I've seen my teammates make improvements in their technical ability, like Coach was saying, but I think we've also just gotten smarter in the way we play in terms of like finding space, knowing where you're going to go next before you even get the ball. I think we've just overall improved in any way you can.
This is one of the best conditioned teams as well. They never complain when we line up to go run. Well, some of them do sometimes, but most of them do not. They know it's work that we have to put in.
Yeah, so I ain't been at practice much, but the practice that I've been at, I can really just tell, like, everyone has been way more conditioned. Like, even when we're doing like just simple passing drills, they all have a way better touch. Even the 7th and 8th graders who this is their first time playing. So I really think that's going to be a huge factor for our varsity and overall team.
So, Landon, you mentioned you played football. You played running back, correct?
Oh, yes, sir.
So, what is it like to have to transition from being in such a physical position in the football side to going to the soccer side and maybe having to tone that back a little bit? How is that to adjust, or do you?
I don't tone it back at all. I keep the same physical mindset. I fight for every ball. It's the same thing as playing running back. Like, I'll run through someone if I have to.
Okay. All right. Coach, any final thoughts?
Following that up, it's last year when we played Priceville, the coach there said that he recognized a couple of the football players. He said he felt like he was playing the football team again. So, yeah, they're Arabs usually a pretty gritty team, and I look forward to this season.
Okay.
And also, I appreciate you guys putting this together and creating a culture around all the other sports as well.
All right. Well, we thank y'all for coming out and being a part of it today. So with that, that'll be the end of the Arab Knights interview session. So we will move on to the next team. We'll be back here shortly. Thank you. All right, welcome back to the 2026 Media Day here for soccer. We want to thank the Iberville Lady Aggies soccer team for being here. So with that, we're going to turn it over to Coach. Coach Julie Smith, we're going to let you go ahead and give us a little introduction of who you are, your ladies that you brought here with you, and a little bit about your team for this upcoming year, and then we'll ask some questions from the media.
I'm Julie Webby Smith. I'm the head coach of the Albertville girls. I've been a coach for going on 25 years, and I have been the Lady Aggies coach for the past 11 years. And I'll let the girls introduce themselves.
My name is Sadie Carroll. I'm a senior, and I play midfield.
I'm Amelia Salinas. I play multiple positions, and I'm a senior this year.
My name is Marilise. I'm a senior, and I play center back.
Hey, ladies. Coach, do you want to talk a little bit about team mentality and your goals and expectations that are coming into this year?
So the team mentality going into this season has been very good at practice and at workouts and at conditioning. The girls are working really hard, putting in a lot of effort. We have 9 seniors this year. This year we've had more athletes, soccer athletes playing club soccer in the off season than we ever have before. Being where we are in Marshall County, access to club is not the easiest. Generally you have to drive Gadsden, Birmingham, Huntsville to get to some of the higher, more competitive clubs, and it's expensive. But this year we've had more commit to that than we have in the past, and it's translating into what I'm seeing at practice and on the team.
And do you ladies kind of want to talk about your biggest improvements that you've had off season, how you've kind of been preparing with, you know, that kind of obstacle in the way, and some big improvements you've seen from your teammates as well?
Like Coach Smith said, we've had a lot of girls play club this year, and I can definitely tell our technical and skills and movement off the ball and playing quicker, it's definitely been more noticeable at practice. I've been playing club since like May this year, and I just got done like 2 weeks ago. So I've been really working on staying in shape and getting conditioned and still playing quickly and moving off the ball to help my teammates out.
So for me, during the off season, I did have to get surgery, and I wasn't able to play club soccer this year. So I'm still recovering from that, and I'm trying to get into shape closer to the season coming through. And I have noticed a lot as well with our teammates playing club this year. They have been using those skills that they've been learning during the off season into this season.
I would really say that there's a lot of girls playing club, and I think it's helped them a lot with having knowledge of the game. And like Coach Smith said, you really can see it during practice. Everything's a lot competitive and faster than what it's been for like the past 2 years. So.
And Coach, do you want to talk a little bit about leadership in your seniors or just your upperclassmen in general, what that's looked like and how these girls are shaping their younger players coming in?
So I have a lot of leadership on the team, and I talk to the girls all the time that we have you have 3 captains that wear the captain's armband, but you don't have to have the armband to be a leader. So, you know, I talk to them all the time about leading with their actions, leading with their attitude, and just, you know, kind of the overall encouragement and uplifting of the other players. I mean, we have 2 8th graders on varsity this year, and I feel like my upperclassmen are excellent examples for both of those girls. At practice, on the field, off the field, in the classroom. So, you know, the upperclassmen bring great leadership to the program, both for my JV girls and for the varsity players.
Who do y'all think is a player? It can be younger, it can be a fellow senior, anyone that's really stepped up over the off season, maybe in the past season, that you're looking forward to seeing grow this year too?
I can go ahead and say that my favorite younger player is Natalia. She was the shyest girl ever on the team, and it was just so funny seeing her come out of her shell, and she's really talented as well.
I would say Alex Vega, really, really talented girl. She's just in middle school, and she's very compassionate about the game, and I love seeing that in her.
I'm really proud of Alex Vega, like Amelia said, and Litzy. they're the 8th graders on our team, and they've been working really hard, and they're going to be very good players one day. And then also, like Mary Lee said, Natalia and I would say Maggie and Ashley, they've all played club this year, and I can definitely see the difference it's made in them at practice, and I know that they're going to be big players for us this year.
And given that, what kind of culture does Albertville have that kind of makes your team special? Do you feel like what makes you enjoy coming in every day?
Well, Albertville being a 7A, we have to play big girls and bigger teams, and I think it just causes us. We have to work as a team because you can't win a game by yourself. And knowing that we have to play those bigger 7A schools, we know we have to work together, or we're not going to be able to compete. We're not going to be able to score. We're not going to be able to win. And I think that's what really brings our culture together to compete and working hard against those bigger girls and teams.
I think that going with what Sadie said, I have seen a bunch of different teams kind of get frustrated at each other, and I feel like our team is different in that way because we kind of keep each other accountable. We like to talk in between halftime about what we're doing and what we can improve as a team and not as a singular person.
I agree with both Marilee's and Sadie. Like, our culture really just revolves about being competitive and being held accountable for what we've done.
They're very much like a family, really. It's a very close, tight-knit group of girls, and they hold themselves accountable and accept responsibility for mistakes they made, but then they're also open to feedback and, responsive to teammates when, they might suggest something different, or your goalkeeper or your center back is directing you to, mark this person, move to this side, not that side. They don't get upset by it. They take everything that their teammates say, that I say, and then they're all willing to look at themselves and take accountability for what they do or don't do, or how hard they work, or how hard they don't work.
Sadie specifically mentioned a couple of those big opponents that y'all are going to kind of be going against. Are there any specific games or teams that you're excited to face this season?
Well, every county game, I'm excited for Boaz. Every county game, we always get excited to play them, and then I'm really looking forward to playing like some of the area teams this year. I'm looking forward to the Sparkman game and any game really, but mostly the county games and Boaz I'm really looking forward to.
Going off with what Sadie said, I'm really excited to play every game. Knowing that I'm not playing after high school, I'm ready to put my all into every single game I play, but I'm always excited for Boaz.
Me too. I love playing Boaz. Like, I would say with our area, it's definitely more competitive, but with Boaz, it's just everybody's so heated, and everybody wants to be there. And it's just like so amazing to me because I love those games where like everybody wants to be there, everybody puts their effort. And another school, Gadsden, they're very aggressive, and I feel like when we play Gadsden, we get really, really aggressive as well. So it's just really the aggressive games that I like playing because they're funner. So.
Coach, is there a particular game that you're looking forward to kind of see what your team's made of?
Every year, we go into area play wanting to get area wins and strive to make it into playoffs. This year, we're starting our season off with St. John Paul II out of Huntsville, and they're going to be a talented team. So that's going to be a good test for us early in the season. And then one thing I do like about this team is over the years, I always see growth from our first game to when we get into area play. So we don't start area play till later in February. So we'll play St. John Paul II, and then we go to a tournament in Foley. And that's always a good test for us, too. So I'm excited to see how we do, in those early games, identify the specifics that we might need to work on, and then the things that we're doing well that we need to keep doing.
And it's Mary Elise, did I say
Yes,
it right?
sir.
Okay. So you said you were out injured. What's your timetable for coming back?
What's
your timetable?
I had to get surgery on my stomach, so it's not really anything like with my legs or anything. I can play. I just meant that my conditioning over the summer was very limited.
Okay. I just was wondering if you was going to be able to be back in time for start of season and everything. So, okay. All right. So with that, as seniors, you get one word to kind of say is kind of a legacy you want to leave back. Sadie, what is that one word you want to leave going back with all the future players that are coming up behind you?
I would just say like grit. I think I want everyone to look at me as someone who worked hard no matter what the score was. If we were winning, if we were losing, I was still gonna play and fight for every ball. And I've been on varsity soccer for a while, so I really want to help show those younger girls like what it takes to win and what it takes to be a leader and be a great soccer team. And so I would just want the girls to remember me as someone who fought for every ball and played their heart out every single game.
Sadie's been on varsity since she was seventh grade. Yeah. So, her seventh grade year, her first year of eligibility, she's been on varsity. So.
I would say compassionate. It goes, I don't know how to explain it, but I've been very compassionate about a game. I've always had my rough times of wanting to leave and not come back, but I always stayed because I was very compassionate about the sport, and I wish my other teammates could realize that I always stayed because of how much I love the game.
I agree with what both of them said, but I think mine would be friendship because all the relationships that I've had with every single teammate is amazing, and the sport is so fun, and I love how it brings us all together.
All right, Coach, any final thoughts?
We're just really excited about the season, and you just want to thank the Albertville school system and the community of Albertville and everybody that always supports us, sponsors us, and helps us achieve our goals every season.
All right, with that, we'll call that an end to the Lady Aggies interview here. We'll take a small break, and we'll be right back with the Albertville boys team. All right, welcome back to the 2026 Marshall County Media Day for soccer. We're here with a famous Coach O, as I was teasing him there in a little small break. So he's brought here with him the Aberville boys soccer team. So, Coach, we're going to turn it over to you if you'll give us a brief introduction of who you brought with you, a little bit about the team you got this year, and then we'll turn it over to the media.
Yes, sir. I've been doing this about 12 years. I brought 2 captains, and one of them couldn't make it today, so we let him pick who he wanted to fill in his spot. So we picked a senior with me, or the senior right here to my left. I'm going to let them introduce themselves real quick.
Hi, my name is Maidi Ramirez, and I am a senior, and I play goalkeeper.
My name is Dago Bastida. I'm a junior, and I play in the mid.
Hi, my name is Isaac Chavez, and I play anywhere in the attack.
These guys that are captains, these are picked by their teammates. We just think it's a good idea that you get to pick who you want to lead you, and the senior that couldn't make it, he felt like he picked a really great senior right here to my left to show up today. Kind of team we got this year going into the season. These guys have worked really hard since August. We're blessed with a class 8th period, from plyometrics to being in the weight room to Coach Woodhams did a phenomenal job by putting this grid together, going through this certain type of training where we get a couple touches on the ball a couple days a week. So from August, and then kind of once football season ends, we kind of ramp it up and really pick up the 2-hour rule, and great participation and a lot of great hard work up to this point.
Coach, do you want to talk a little bit about what your team mentality looks like going into this, as well as your expectations and goals?
Yes, ma'am. It's consistency, stacking wins every day. Not worrying about, a county championship or the state championship or the playoffs. We want to mentally focus on doing the little things right every day and executing those, and then stacking those wins going into everything that we do. And again, I keep on shouting out my assistant coach. He wanted to go through some type of like a mental focus type deal and bring the guys in, and you can tell he's did a phenomenal job for the guys. Locking in on doing those little things and taking ownership of doing the little things right, compared to the way things have, I wouldn't say have been. I mean, it's been a great 12 years, but this coming into this season, it's been very good so far.
And guys, what would you say are your more personal goals outside of maybe the team's progress, kind of like Coach was saying, outside of just want to get to county, just want to, get this championship? What are y'all looking at for yourselves?
I'm personally looking at to hopefully to continue my soccer career after high school, to play college or anything like that, because I do love this sport and it really is a passion.
Do you have any in mind so far that you're looking at?
I'm looking at Wallace. It's pretty close. I know they have a good soccer team since they barely created it too.
For me personally, I want to get better each and every day, and just want to be better than last year.
The same thing as Mighty. I want to play college after high school, and I want to keep getting better with my team and accomplish a lot of things this year.
Do you have any colleges in mind that you're looking at?
Well, it'll be an honor to play with any college, but I'm just excited to play after high school.
What are some of the biggest improvements that you think that the team has made? Anyone can really answer this, and even yourselves as well, coming into this season.
I just think that we've improved since last year as people and as players.
Improvement since last year, or coming into this season. I told these guys when we got in the class in August that we've got to do some stuff that we haven't done before. We have to pick up the intensity. We have to pick up the work rate. Like I said, from plyometrics to sprint work. We've got to get faster. You know, everybody wants to be fast until it's time to do what it takes to be fast, and these guys have done that. These guys have done a tremendous job in the weight room. I mean, they're lifting 2 to 3 times a week. They're getting a little speed and agility stuff also while they're in there, but they're also getting some good stretches and rolling out, taking care of their bodies. So they've did a phenomenal job with those off-season things.
I also think that we all are closer as a team this year. Like, we all know since we all played young, grow up together, play together, and just the chemistry's there for the team overall.
And what does culture kind of mean to you guys, that tight-knit team, and how do you think that that's kind of propelling you into this season, and what makes Albertville such a special place to play at, considering yourselves and your fans?
We live by a motto that is we call it TDD, and it's together, dominant, dynamic, and we just try to live by that each and every day.
I mean, it's like I said, since we all grew up together, and we all know like how we play. Like, we built friendship over this team, Aberville. Yeah.
And also, I feel like we see each other as family as well. And like, of course, we argue sometimes, but we know it's for the best, and we try to improve each other, and push each other to the best every day we can.
Culture for me has always been do the little things right, and they'll turn into big things. You stack those daily wins of doing those little things, whether it be picking the trash up, putting somebody else's shopping cart up, just doing those little things even when you don't want to. Those big things will come a whole lot easier later on.
It ain't always about winning, but sometimes it is. And who are y'all excited to kind of match up against and measure yourselves up against this season?
For me, I just look forward to playing everyone, and I just think that I'd much rather look at each and every day as a separate thing.
Yeah, same. I agree with Isaac. I mean, I have 6 years in this program, and every game has just been an opportunity to play in. It's just fun.
We're just trying to take each game a step at a time, and just trying to play as a team.
You get that answer because we've been drilling in their minds to it's one day at a time. It's one practice at a time. Win and stack your daily wins, and whoever's next on the schedule, that's what we're working towards. And we start off this season with Prattville and Birmingham. These guys right here, they wanted a tougher schedule. They wanted a challenge. And there's no better challenge than going to Birmingham next Friday and Saturday and opening up with Prattville, Briarwood, and Chelsea.
So with that said, Coach, would you say that's kind of what you're looking at to kind of give you a good idea of where this team's going to be for the year next weekend?
Oh, yes, sir. These guys, every day they come to practice locked in, doing the little things right, and just focused on the now, focusing on that day. And then once that day's done, whether it's good or bad, we take that brick and we crush it. And we move on, whether it's good or bad, and we just keep it moving.
So, Isaac, you were nominated by captain of the team. How does that make you feel? What are your thoughts on that, being that you were selected by somebody that was on your team to be able to come and fill in their spot?
Makes me feel great. I'm just happy that he chose me, and I'm just glad to be here.
Okay. So, guys, with that, if there was one word you could say that is kind of your legacy you want to leave back to the guys that are the younger guys coming up that are in junior high and soccer coming up, the JV team, stuff like that, freshmen. If there's one word that you could leave behind that says, this is my legacy, what is that one word that everybody would know you as?
For me, I would say that word is togetherness, because it's 11 versus 11. It's not 1 versus 11.
I would say it's to be very disciplined, because even doing the little things right can change anything on a person. Cleaning up a bench, pushing a chair in, and it's just to be disciplined.
For me, I think it's teamwork because you can never do nothing by yourself. You always need your team to, for you and yourself to win games.
Now, is it Maddie?
It's
Say it right.
Mighty.
Mighty. Okay, apologize about that. But with being a goalkeeper, there's a lot of weight on you. You're the last one right there. Do you carry a lot of pressure on you? How vocal are you on the field with being able to call out and set things up when the ball's coming and approaching you? Like, kind of give me a little bit about what you are as a goalkeeper back there.
As a goalkeeper, I mean, we all have our certain roles, and I just try to help my back line, like, don't tell them there's a person on the right or stuff like that. And I just try to control the field, too. Like, even yelling to the attackers, like, who you got helping you on your right and stuff like that. And there's pretty good pressure, but I just flush it out and play my game.
Can I brag on him for a second? When we started like last year, we Coach Woodham asked if like get him in rondos and put him in the field and get field work, and I was like, "You're crazy! Like he's a goalkeeper." And you know, I enjoy my time with the keepers when I get them and are working with them, but tremendous strides from being in the field and playing in the field, and just his calmness on the ball really accelerated. I just want to brag on him in front of everybody.
So with that, if you had one person that you'd say, man, I don't want to face that striker. I don't want that guy being the one guy attacking me or having to defend his shot on your team. Who's that one guy?
I would probably say they're all have their own like good things about being a striker, but I would probably say Marlon on the team because his shot is he's very shifty on the ball and his shot is pretty good, hard.
Okay. All right. With that, Coach, any final thoughts?
Appreciate you guys putting this on. This sport, the last 12 years, has grown tremendously. I mean, what these teams have done in this county is phenomenal. I mean, like, Monday through Friday, I mean, if you see the stadium lights on somewhere, come support these county teams because we are, as a whole, as in this county, we are very fun to watch. We put on a show, whether we're playing each other or playing some team from from Birmingham or Huntsville. We are very competitive in this county.
All right, with that, we'll call this an end to the interview here with the Aberville Aggies, and we'll be back shortly with our next team. Welcome back to the 2026 Marshall County Media Day for soccer. We're here with the Boaz Lady Pirates. And, Coach, we're going to turn it over to you, let you introduce your team, let you introduce us to a little bit to what you've got coming up for this year, and just give us a little brief summary about it, and then we'll get into the media questions.
I'm going to let the girls introduce themselves first.
Hi, my name is Tiffany. I'm in 8th grade, and I play center mid.
Hi, my name is Sophia. I'm in 11th grade, and I play center back.
Hi, I'm Sharon. I'm a senior, and I play center back.
I'm Coach Manny. I've been part of this program ever since we started about 11 years ago. It's an honor to be the head coach now for the girls, and I'm looking forward to this season. I got a young core, very young. I got one senior, and I think 8 or 7 juniors. Then from that, I go just to middle schoolers. But I'm excited, looking forward to it.
Coach, what are some goals, expectations you have for the season, and what's kind of a team mentality that you're taking into the season?
Yeah, I might think my goal might be crazy, but I tell these girls my goal is win one game. Then we worry about the next one. First, win one, then worry about another win. What was the other part again?
Just a team mentality that you're bringing in.
Toughness. I'm tough on these girls. They hate me. They're not going to tell you, but I know they hate me. They make a mistake, they know they got punishment. But if I can build that in them, be tough, I mean, like I told them, you never know if tomorrow you're going to be here or not. Every day, come to practice, give me 100%, and we're going to be good. We got a lot of potential, but you got to want it as bad as the next person next to you does.
And what would you say about leadership on your team? I bet you've got a big old, band of upperclassmen that are, bringing up these younger girls. What do you say about that, and what do you see in those girls?
Well, at first we started rough. We looked rough. I had a talk with them, because everybody want to have their own side of what. My side is here, this side here, and this side here is like, that's not going to work. So now we had to talk to them, and they came along. I mean, I got one senior, Sharon. She does a great job leading the team. I got some juniors stepping up, but middle schoolers, they step up big time. So I mean, I got great leadership. I'm not worried about that. I mean, if my senior's not there, I got an extra girl to step up.
That's great. Do you want to talk about, and this is for everybody too, do you want to talk about any teammates or players that, it can be somebody younger for sure, that you've noticed have really stepped up in the off season?
I think Tiffany right here, she's been really good to our team since, I've been in soccer since last year. So I've known her since last year, but I think she really steps up to the team and gives good image to the team.
Okay, I'd say it was either Sophia or our goalkeeper Jalissa. They really stepped it up. Sophia, she's only been here for 1 year and is already basically kind of a star on defense. Jalissa really stepped it up as goalkeeper. She's training with the guys. She's becoming really great. I would also say Jalissa, she's been working really hard over the summer and training with our last year goalkeeper Jackie, and she's become really good. She's doing really great.
We've kind of got two ends of the spectrum here too. We have our only senior, and then we've got an 8th grader among a lot of older players. Sharon, how does it feel to be the one senior, and do you feel any pressure or maybe excitement as far as kind of shepherding the team?
Excitement as well as pressure. I mean, I have to lead the team. I have to set an example, and just that.
Tiffany, do you feel any kind of intimidation as far as playing with the older girls and kind of getting in there and doing it, or what's your mindset kind of approaching that concept?
I would say trying to be like them, or if not even better. They set a really good image to me. They're amazing. They're really nice. When I first came, they welcomed me with open arms. They were really nice, and I don't feel intimidated, but I do feel welcomed really great.
What's y'all's biggest improvement that you think that you or your teammates have made coming into this season, and what do you think you want to see grow for yourselves?
I think since last year was my first year playing soccer, I've never played soccer in my life until last year. And I think ending the season as being a starter, like, that's just like an improvement for me. And I just look forward to getting better every day.
I'd say probably coming in as a 7th grader and becoming a starter was a really great accomplishment. I felt really good when I became a starter in 7th grade.
I would say like we've worked a lot and I've seen a bunch of improvement, like working as a team, passing the ball, like talking, and yeah.
What's a team or an area opponent that you're really looking forward to taking on this season?
I would say Adverville, since last year was the first year that we got to tie them, and I hope we can win this season.
I say every team is really good, but I'm probably most excited to see how Aniana is doing this year and see how much they've grown.
I would say Iberville and Gunnersville. They're both really great teams, really aggressive, and I just look forward to playing with them. Hopefully we win.
Myself, like I said, just whoever's next. I don't like to overlook on my schedule. I got them next. Easy match. There's no easy match. No, I mean, we look at our schedule. If the girls, it's all the way the girls want to play. They like to make it difficult on themselves sometimes. We like to play down to a level, but when we play a higher team, we play to their level. And if we can play consistent to our level, I'll feel good about this team.
And what, anyone can answer this, what do you think is so special about Boaz's culture as far as, playing in the team goes, or your fans and your community? How important is that to you, and what makes it special?
I'll go ahead and go. One thing is the coaching staff that we have. I mean, the boys coach, Coach Misa, is my cousin, and then the JV coach, and then this year we started Booster Club, and he has helped a lot. I mean, parents are helping, and coaches, we're one. We're not, well, my team is better than yours. We help each other out, and the administration is helping us a lot. So parents helping out and players being united and everything, it's a great culture.
Coach, who do you open up with?
We open up with Carver next Thursday at 3 o'clock. Then we got Tanner on Friday.
Okay. So, ladies, Coach said he's very tough on y'all, very hard. I know a lot of people may see a coach that maybe they yell a lot, maybe they're real tough on them and stuff like that. But a lot of times those coaches are kind of big teddy bears too. So, with that, what would you say is the first thing or the thing that really stands out about Coach that you love the most about him?
He pushes us hard every day. He makes us work. If we make a mistake, we know to fix it. We know what we have to do. He just pushes us hard every day.
To be honest, I don't really see him like as a tough coach, but like I just think he's just like that, so like we can get better every day. But I don't really see him as a tough coach.
He is really good with discipline. I say that he is a really good coach. I mean, you can't become great without discipline or someone being there to push you. So I love the way he pushes us and how much discipline he gives to us.
Okay. All right. Stephen, do we have anything in the chat?
Just a lot of love.
All right.
A lot of love.
So the community's showing a lot of love to y'all. So with that, Coach, any final thoughts?
I want to say thank you for putting this together. We've been looking forward to one of these. I'm not going to lie. Soccer's growing around this county pretty big, and I think we needed this. And I'd like to thank all our sponsors that sponsored the soccer team this year, businesses. We had a great turnout. Parents are supporting our administration and anybody that's involved in the soccer program.
All right, with that, thank you, Coach. Thank you, ladies, for coming and participating today. Want to wish y'all the best of luck this year. With that, that'll be the end with the Lady Pirates. We'll be back in just a few minutes with the Boaz boys team. All right, welcome back to the 2026 Marshall County Media Day for soccer. We're here with the Boaz Pirates boys team. So, Coach, we're going to turn it over to you, let you introduce your players you brought here with you, give us a little introduction of who you got, and just briefly what you got in the team, and then we'll go on media questions.
All right, my name is Coach Marcel Aragon, head coach of the varsity boys at Boaz. On my right, I have.
My name is Alex, and I'm a junior.
My name is Axon Aristine. I'm a senior.
My name is Hoken, and I'm a senior.
We're really blessed to be here tonight. Thank you for the invitation. What we're looking forward this year for our soccer team is just stay healthy, continue grinding where we left off last year, and try to get more goals, achieve how we go throughout the season.
Hey, Coach, do you want to talk a little bit specifically about what some of those goals might be, and as well as a team mentality you're bringing in?
So usually, I was brought here 7 years ago. Build a little culture going step by step by goals. Preseason, get healthy, start conditioning, and get ourselves in shape. Second of all, come into season play, get our first win, and so on. We do little small goals throughout the season goes, and then once we get to area play, we want to focus on trying to win area and stuff like that. But other than that, are little small goals that we want to achieve throughout our season, and that's basically it.
What does season prep kind of look like for you guys? What are some really big improvements you've seen out of the team and players? If you want to talk a little bit too about some big improvements that you've made or that you've seen your teammates make as well.
Some big improvements I've seen is we're getting a lot closer together, and we're starting to be more as a team, more than individual, and I like that a lot.
I'll say that it's what he said actually, but more importantly that we all came as forever into one group, and most importantly that we enjoy and have fun of this beautiful sport.
Coach, do you want to talk some about leadership and what you've seen from your upperclassmen and what you kind of expect them to do in leading up your younger players?
So right now we have, if I'm not mistaken, 8 to 7 seniors. 2 of them are here, Axon and Helkin. Alex is a junior. From there on, the guys that were in Final Four, I think starters, we lost about 5 to 6 guys. So we have a few guys coming back. A lot of the team half of the team that's coming back were in that Final Four roster. So leadership right now, these guys, like I said, as a coach, we want that positive mentality. Even if anything goes negative for us, we want them to stay humble and think positive at all times. These guys have been doing a tremendous job, maintaining the group together. Obviously, at practice they're going to get heated. They want to kind of scream at each other, but other than that, once they leave that practice field, everything is love for each other. So that's great.
Do you guys want to mention maybe a fellow teammate, can especially be someone younger, but can be a fellow, upperclassman that you think has really stepped up in the off season?
To me, I don't have one person. I feel like the whole team stepped up. So I just want to thank the whole team for doing that.
Same thing what he said, but I'll say that what was really more important to me is that we all step up as together, not just one individual.
Same thing. I think everyone's amazing what they do. Our attacks, they attack, our midfields, our defense. Everyone as a team, we're just good.
It sounds like culture is a really big thing for you guys too, as far as togetherness goes and really cheering each other on as a team. So what do you think makes Boaz a special place to kind of play at, considering your teammates or your community and your fans?
So one thing that makes Boaz, actually, is like Coach Manny said, this program's been here for 11 years. We're really not, Boaz is not known to be a soccer program. I think we've raised that all the way to the top. We've had a lot of fans come out. I know a lot of people don't watch soccer a lot, but we had a lot of fans come out, and the first thing they say, I never thought soccer was that good or important or fun to watch. And so coming to play for us, I think is we treat each other as family, and that's the biggest goal here. Like I said, you have to have each other's back at all times, and I think come and experience and play with us, it'd be a great. But like I said, whoever the 22 guys that get on our roster are the 22 guys that are going to go to war for us, and that's how we treat it.
Totally. What are some really big games or opponents that you guys are looking forward to playing this year?
Me personally, I'm looking forward to play everybody. I don't have one specific team I want to play. Just whatever comes in our schedule, that's who we're going to play the night or the night after. So we treat every game as it's our last. So I'm looking forward to play all the teams.
Same thing what he said, and since I'm a senior as well, and I really just want to give like one last ride, and not just for me, but as for my buddies that are about to graduate as well, and for my teammates, so that we all play like if it's our last game.
I don't got a team. I'm just looking forward for the area games. That's all.
Coach, do you have any in mind that you think you could, measure yourself up against whenever the day comes?
So this is funny. So, like Coach Manny, me and Manny were talking. It was hard for us to schedule games back in the days. Now it's everyone wants to play us. But I think one of our biggest ones this year that's on our schedule is Vestavia Hills. We have Gardendale coming to us, and those are good. And then we go to Foley the second week of February, and we play Bayside Academy, Robertsdale, and McGill out of that 7A schools right there. So I think we're super excited for what our schedule looks like. But one of the biggest ones is Vestavia Hills, I think.
What makes y'all a team to want to go against? What would you say from a coach perspective? What aspects are really your strengths and make people excited to come and face you guys?
I guess the growth that we've been putting in this program. Like I said, we started. I remember back in the days we would get mercy rule, and so that's one. And then now you go over there, you come over here to us, and it's a 2-1 game. It's a 1-0 ball game. So I think it's the growth and the respect that we're kind of gaining throughout around us and stuff like that.
So, guys, as seniors, are y'all looking to further it and continue playing at the next level, or will this end it for you here at the end of this year?
Me personally, whatever comes, whatever opportunity comes, that's the place I'll go. But if it doesn't work out, there's other choices and other places to go.
Me personally, it's whatever comes out as well, and whatever road I go, and whatever choices I make, and all that decisions that I make, if it's God's plan, then I'll forever trust in what He has for me.
Okay, Coach. With that, are there any younger guys that you saw in the off season that have really stood out to you that you see with some potential to come up to even possibly contribute this year or in the years ahead?
One of them, younger class, was actually to win area last year. It was Seymour Rivera. I think if I'm not mistaken, he's a freshman or a sophomore this year, but he was a freshman last year, I think. He stand out. He's one of our strikers coming back, and the guy has growth big time. I think being around that group of last year guys made him, mature big time. And another guy, it's Alvaro. He's one of our left wingers. The guy's the smallest guy probably on the field, but he's a guy to watch play. He's super good. His skill level on the ball is really good. So we're excited. Like I said, we're excited to watch all these 22 guys go to work. But those guys have grown big time. And like I was telling the coach from Avril, I have a hard job right now because I got 2 senior goalkeepers. So I get to flip a coin whoever starts one night. So, but both of them are great goalkeepers, and that's big for us.
Yeah, that's a good and bad problem to have there, isn't it, Coach?
Yes, sir.
So, guys, with that, I know y'all mentioned you made the Final Four last year. So, tell us a little bit what that's like to make the Final Four, because a lot of players can't go and say, "Hey, I made the Final Four in state." Tell us a little bit about what that was like for y'all last year.
It was a really big goal for us since we pretty much made history for the soccer program, and we made the soccer program like really stepped up. And people from outside of Boaz, from outside other states, they really see the soccer program, like how big it gets in Boaz. And it was a big accomplishment for us to make Final Four, because not a lot of people get that experience, and we wish to get back there again.
I'll say it's a very big accomplishment for us as well that we made history, but not just for us, but as for the culture and for the community, to show who we are and what we got. And to be honest, I would like to go back there, but if not, I mean, yeah, I would like for anyone, I mean, to go see and get the experience, but it depends whoever wants it really bad.
Yeah, it was a very, very, very big goal because, like, it just Final Four is just it's a different experience, different like going into the playoffs is like a whole new season. Like everything is so more intense and more like competitive, and it was a very great experience.
Coach, as you said, this has kind of been like a very short time window that y'all have had this program going. What is that? How does that make you feel to be able to make the Final Four in that short time window of being able to start this program up?
It was a big accomplish for us, big time. I think, like I said, just a little quick side note on there. Me and Coach Manny, he deals with the girls, I deal with the boys. So there's only 2 coaches dealing with 44 students. It's pretty tough. So we both have a full-time job, and so this is our little side gig, you can call it. So when he's not able to come train, I got to get 44 kids at one time. So, like I said, it's a big accomplishment for us. And, making Final Four, going into playoffs, like I told the guys, you're guaranteed 80 minutes, one at a time. And come playoffs, it's a new season. So you take it step by step. But, yeah, Final Four was a big go, high standards for these younger guys at JV, for them to be able to say, hey, if they reached it, let's try to go over that Final Four and get to the finals.
Okay, Stephen, anything from the chat?
Andrew Pena, what's the goal Boaz has for the season? So Andrew Pena says, what's a goal Boaz has for this season?
I think stay healthy and try to go win area and run it back.
All right, Coach, any final thoughts?
No. Like I said, we appreciate y'all putting this together. It's a classic over here in the mountains. You get to watch a Gunners or Boaz game now. You're gonna have fun. You get to watch a Boaz Douglas game. It's gonna be fun, or Averville. So, if y'all don't ever experience a soccer match, get out there, go watch it. Some of us concessions, we sell tacos, so it's pretty good to go out there and eat some tacos while you watch a good match. So I appreciate and hope we get that support.
Coach, will you have the heaters on for us?
I hope that cold weather gets out of here before Thursday.
All right. Well, he can't promise you the heaters will be on, but with that, Coach, players, we want to thank y'all guys for coming out and being a part of this. So with that, that's your Boaz Pirates. We're going to take a small break. We'll be back with our next team.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.